Hello there, YouTube world. My name is Ray Castaneda Jr., and I'm a sports enthusiast, which basically means I love sports. I love talking about sports. I competed in them as a child all the way up to the collegiate level. I did cross country in college, played a little bit of basketball in college as well. And this channel is just my passion. I just love talking about any sport in general, whether it's basketball, football, cross country, track, tennis. My knowledge knows no bounds. You can ask my friends, you can ask my coworkers, you can ask my parents. They'll all say the same thing, and they say that I love talking about sports, no matter what sport it is. So that's what the channel is going to be about. I'm just going to be posting videos on here about the NBA, the NFL, a little bit of the MLB. The World Cup's coming up in November, so I'm going to try and cover that, as well as all the other sports, but mainly the NBA and the NFL going forward. So a little bit about myself. I am 28 years old. I do live in Texas, and I did cross country and basketball. Those were the two sports I was fairly great at. I did play soccer. Never really got into baseball. Did track in high school and in college. And it's just a little bit background about me. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop into today's discussion, which is who is the MVP right now in the National Basketball Association, or better known as the NBA. So I'm going to give you 5 names. Okay, 2 of these are going to be honorable mentions. Won't go super into detail about them, but just wanted to give them honorable mention for the year they have had. I have my top 3, and we're going to go 3, 2, 1 first. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. Okay, at number 5, I have Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. This guy has really just done it all. And I won't go into super details about it. I do feel like he had an incredible year, though. The one thing that hurts his case, though, is that they did finish 6th in the West, and the West was really weak this year with Clay missing a decent amount of time, CP3 missing a decent amount of time, and props to Memphis. Memphis came out of absolutely nowhere, and, I feel Denver should have been a little bit higher, which is why I have Nikola at 5. At number 4, for my mom's favorite team, the Chicago Bulls, is DeMar DeRozan. This guy is 32 years old, having the best year of his NBA career, and he's revolutionized Chicago. He brought Chicago from a team that missed the playoffs, missed the play-in tournament last year, to being the 6th seed in the East. And if they don't get hurt, he stays in a little bit, plays in a little bit more games, the Bulls are probably the number 1 team in the East, if not number 2. I don't think the Heat are better than them. I think the Bucks could challenge them and probably beat them. But outside of that, no other team in the East can beat them. DeMar DeRozan has had his career high in points. He's set records there in Chicago. Like I said, I won't go into super detail because he's my honorable mention. But I just wanted to give a congratulations to DeMar. Phenomenal year all around. Okay, but with these next 3 guys, these are the 3 guys I think have a legitimate chance of winning the MVP this year. And I think it'll be one of these 3 guys. Okay. At number 3, I'm going to go Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. What else can I say about this guy? He's the vocal point of Dallas. He is literally the Dallas Mavericks team in one player. Luka goes down, this team is a lottery team. They are a 20-60 team without Luka. Not saying they can't win games. They'll go 20-60 in a regular season if Luka were to get hurt, but he misses the postseason. They're getting swept. They might win a pride game for Luka, but they're getting swept. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of Luka's stats that's going to help his case. Okay, and any of the 3 guys, he's the closest one to averaging a triple-double. he's averaging 28, 9, and 9. Okay, 28 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. The Mavericks are 4th in the West. He has 11 triple-doubles this year, and he is top 5 in points as well as assists. And now he's definitely in the top 30 when it comes to rebounding. But this man's a walking triple-double. He's Nikola Jokic, but better, can handle the ball better, can defend, and who else does he have on that team? Realistically, that's an all-star. He has nobody. The only other potential all-star they had, they traded him to Washington. Now, to defend the Dallas Mavericks, they did need to get out of Porzingis' contract because that boy was making way too much money for the numbers he was putting up. So, but Luka, it didn't affect him. They got better trading away his second scoring option than keeping his second scoring option. And Dallas has moved all the way up to the 4th seed in the West, like I said. I definitely see them getting by Utah the first round. And then from there, they're probably going to draw Phoenix round 2, which I think is where they're going to end up being eliminated. But I definitely think they could give Phoenix, a series, maybe 5, maybe 6. Just depends how Luka does. And Luka is basically averaging a triple-double in the postseason as well as the regular season this year. He's played in 14 games. He's, again, almost averaging a triple-double. It's hard for me to see them not giving it to him just because no one saw Dallas being this good this year. Everyone saw them as a 6th seed or below in the play-in tournament. And shout out to Luka. Did what he was supposed to do. Put up phenomenal numbers the entire year. Dominated my Los Angeles Lakers more times than I would like to say. But there's nothing this kid can't do. He can shoot the 3 at a high rate. He can take you off the dribble, finish at the rim, pull up 20-footer in your face, swish, game over. And what helps Luka is having shooters around him, because when he drives and he draws the double and the triple teams, all he has to do is just find the open man, and they're banging threes left and right. Now, defensively, this team is solid. Dallas is absolutely solid. And I think Luka is the foundation point behind that. This kid's only 24 years old. He's been in the league for 4 years, and he's only going to get better. He's got 46 career triple-doubles, 11 of which happened this year with Jason Kidd. And Jason Kidd's done wonders with this team already defensively, but offensively, Luka is just playing on another level, and definitely a guy I could see them giving an MVP to. Not over these other 2 guys, but I think he legit has a chance. Alrighty, at number 2, hate to put this guy at number 2, but I just have a feeling they're going to do it because of the team that he's on, and that is Devin Booker. Now, I've gone over this a couple of times, gone back and forth between him and the number 1 guy. I think Devin Booker's supporting cast hurts his case, believe it or not. Because he does play with CP3, and CP3 missed a lot of time, and Devin Booker stepped up. That boy stepped up, led that team to Phoenix's best record. They set the franchise record for wins in a season. They're number 1 in the West by a long shot. Number 1 in the NBA by a long shot. The 2 closest teams to them are the Memphis Grizzlies, who had an incredible year, and you have the Miami Heat from the East. Those are the 2 closest teams to him. And it's still not even close. Devin Booker's averaging 26, 5, and 5 this year. And you look at the stats and you're like, how could he be in the MVP race? But it's the fact that Phoenix is number 1. Phoenix is the only team out of any candidate who has less than 20 losses on the season. They had 64 wins this year. 64 wins. You go back 3 years ago, this team is going 22 and 52 or 22 and 62. They are losing all these games. They got a couple of pieces to help, surround Booker with a solid core and a solid foundation. And, you look at this team now. They got Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. They got CP3. They got Crowder. They got that center. They had the sixth man of the year coming off the bench with a incredible bench along with him. And Phoenix is they're the best team. They're going to come out of the West. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. The only team I could see them losing to would be Golden State, but that would be in the Western Conference Finals if Golden State made it that far. But, I mean, and the one thing that helps Booker's case is all these things. They had the best road record in the NBA. Their road record was so good that their road record was better than anybody's home record. That's never been done before. Never been done before. Most road wins, and their road wins were more than any team's home wins. But fortunately, I do have Devin Booker finishing at number 2. I just think he hasn't got a lot of recognition from the analysts to really put him in that top spot to win the MVP. But unfortunately, like I said, Devin Booker is number 2 in my MVP race. And at number 1, like I said, guys, I've been going back and forth with Devin Booker and this guy time and time again. Like I said, I can make a case for both guys. But I feel the MVP this year is Joel Embiid. Just to go into a little bit of details for you, outside of Luka, he's the only one that's top 5 in points and top 5 in rebounds. Okay, Luka was top 5 in points and assists this year, but Joel Embiid averaged 30.6 points per game, 11.7 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. Now, the one thing that helps Joel Embiid is the fact that he did win the scoring title this year. And anyone that averages 30.5 points per game is a bad, bad man. This guy dominated the East this year, and they win one more game. The teams that they're tied with lose one more game. They're the 2 seed instead of the 4 seed, but due to tiebreakers, they ended up being the 4 seed. I definitely see them getting past Toronto in the first round in 5, maybe 6, and then I see them beating the Heat. As much as I like the Heat and everything they've done this year, Joel Embiid is just having one of those years. He played in 68 games this year, which I believe is one of his highest playing years since he's joined the league. When he first came into the league, it was all about trust the process, let him rest, let him get healthy. When he comes in, he's going to be a freak athlete. And he didn't disappoint. This is his best year. He's averaging nearly 12 rebounds a game. He's had a dysfunctional team the whole year, with the whole Ben Simmons situation, and then getting James Harden, who's 3rd in the league in turnovers this year. And he's still finding a way to win games for this franchise. I don't see how you couldn't give it to Joel this year. He's done everything it takes to win the MVP this year. Phoenix is a great team this year. I feel like they have a contending team. With Joel Embiid, I see them coming out of the East. I don't see another team outside of Milwaukee that can beat them. But I definitely could see Joel and the Sixers coming out of the East just because they have Joel Embiid and he is playing on another planet, guys. But that's my top 5, guys. Number 5, Nikola Jokic. Number 4, DeMar DeRozan. Number 3, Luka Doncic. Number 2, Devin Booker. And number 1, Joel Embiid. I would love to hear feedback from you guys. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. Once again, my name is Ray Castaneda Jr. Okay, you can find me on TikTok at Trainer Ray and on Instagram at RayJR3. Thank you guys so much for your time. Can't wait to look forward to talking to you on further subjects. If you have a subject that you want me to talk about, you want me to debate Michael versus Kobe, you want me to debate LeBron versus Kobe, or LeBron versus Michael, or the 3 of them, who I think's 1, who I think's 2, who I think's 3, or any other sports-related topics, go ahead and drop it in the comments, guys. Once again, thank you guys so much for your time. Look forward to this channel starting. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.